Well, good morning, folks. Good late morning. It is about 10 after 10. Already carried my grandbabies to school this morning, and so came back and just been piddling around, getting some things ready to mail. So this is just going to be a shop talk, shop ramblings. You know, just going to talk about some various things. You know, just some ramblings. But first things first, there it is, the Holy Grail of knives. Miss Linda found 4 of these in Cedartown, but by the time she put in her order for a pickup, they didn't have but one of these left. We checked another Walmart. So I was going to just, raffle it off or whatever, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna give it to Blade Walker. And y'all watch his channel, support his channel. He had some surgery. So he I'm sure he's gonna be in some severe pain and stuff like that, and so maybe a little pick-me-up. This knife, it's a $9 knife, $9.95, $9.95 knife. And it does look a lot like the bug out, and I got my bug out right here. I'm not carrying this one today, but you can, just for comparisons, you can see the similarities here. I don't know how the qualities are with this thing, really don't. It's I ain't gonna say the word, but we know where it's made. Not knocking it, but $9.95 versus this bug out. I paid $100 for this bug out. I've had it for 5 years. I've used it pretty hot and heavy. They're about $180, between $170 and $180 now, and I won't be spending that on another one. Sorry, but I just won't do it, because this thing, it's a good knife, man. It's good. It's got the great shape. I like it because it's lightweight. Feels good in my hand. It's a good, it's a good modern to carry. Like I said, I had it for a long time, but I can't see paying $180 for it, and I'm not going to. So that's enough of that. So you can see the similarities to that one. It's it's what they do. They copy. I've got a Civivi. I like Civivi knives very much. I think it's a great knife company. But I'm gonna ship that one off to Blade Walker. So, just down here in my leather shop, y'all can see behind me a few things going on. I got old Clyde here. I found him at Goodwill. My wife, we go to thrift stores, and she'll find things. She's got the eye for it. She does her research, so she finds things that are worth money, so she gets them. Pays $4, $3, $2, $1 and something, and then she puts them and sells them. Does pretty good at it. So I found him over there. This wasn't at Goodwill. This was at another thrift store in Rome. And I think this was made in, I don't know if it was Sweden or Finland or somewhere like that. One of those European countries, Baltic countries. So it was hand carved, and I found it on eBay. It's worth a little bit of money, but I'm gonna hang on to him. I had to make him a walking stick. I made him a new walking stick. So he's my mascot down here. There he is. There's Clyde. But anyway, so just some ramblings. I've been making some strops. This is the first one I ever made, and it's just made out of a Home Depot paint stirrer. And of course, I sanded the Home Depot. Well, you can see a little bit of it right here. Free advertisement, Home Depot. But I use this one a lot. It stays down here. It lives down here in my leather shop. But so I've been making these. I had some of this scrap wood here. Had some of this scrap wood. 3 of them here, and this is actually leather dye that I put on this wood. You can dye it like that. This is just some trim wood, but you know, they're handy. I've got one on my Etsy shop. I may never sell it, but I made some. You know, if I don't sell them, I'll give them away. But I've got one on there for 15 bucks. Got some new leather I've been trying out. Miss Linda got for me. Got it right here. It's 6 ounce. You can see the back, front of it. It's some beautiful leather. Got that great smell. You don't dye this. This was pre-dyed. It's a very rich looking leather. It's easy to work with. It stamps good. Stamps real good. This one's got a little deer head on it. This is for a trapper or 75 or whatever you want to carry in it. Sod buster, copperhead, copper lock, whatever. So make a few of them, and I like to put lanyards on some of them. You know, makes it easy to get out of your pocket. Makes it real easy. So been making those. I've got this ghost leather. Gotta finish sewing it. Gotta finish sewing this bad boy. But it's ghost leather. It's like with it's red ghost leather. You can see the red sticking through. Got a skull on it. This is actually, I did some research on Dracula. There's no such thing as a Dracula the vampire. It's Dracula the Impaler. Dracula the Impaler, which he was a brutal person. He impaled people back, I don't know, 1400s, early on 1500s. And he did it to punish people. So I did some research on his coffin, and this is what basically it was shaped like. So anyways, I just decided to make, which I still make the other coffin ones I got. So anyways, got that. Got to finish sewing. Just a few odd and end things I'm going to talk about today. And I hadn't shown this in a while, but this is my first case knife that I bought. I bought this, oh gosh, I don't know, early 1980s. You can see the tang stamp. Early 1980s. I'll show you the tang stamp on the spay blade. If you can see that. There it goes. 6207 SPSSP. So I bought it. First one. It's brown bone. I guess that's a brown bone. It's got the oval shield. It's got the beautiful oval shield from those days. Now, just to tell you how much I carried this thing. This had jigging. It had jigging on it. It wasn't a smooth bone when I put it in my pocket. And you can see just a little bit of the jigging. If I can turn this the right way. You can see there it is, a little bit of the jigging, the left. You can see just a little bit, one or two little pieces of jigging. There it is, right there, right next to that pin. This thing had jigging on it. It had jigging, you know. I don't know what kind of jigging, you know. But I carried it so much, it just wore, you know. And this is a true pocket worn knife, if you want to get technical about it. A true pocket worn. Got the clip point blade. I don't know if this is a Turkish or a California clip. These are great little knives, these trappers, mini trappers rather. They're great little knives. There's your spade blade. Got your spade blade and the clip blade. we'd go out in the swamp. I'd go out in the swamp with my brother-in-law. He was a game warden, so we'd go out and we'd fish during the day. And then at night we would go frogging. So the next day or the couple days later, we'd have a big fish fry, and we fried those frog legs. But this was always in my pocket. And actually, this was the only knife I carried. I didn't have a modern, which wasn't moderns back then, but I didn't have a modern. I didn't have anything bigger than this. I didn't have a sheath knife, fixed blade. So this is what I carried, and I would cut the frogs up with this blade. I would cut the frogs up, cut their legs off, just get rid, cut them up and do what we need to do to get the frog legs. So I use this knife, this blade, spade blade. Worked excellent. You can get in there and really do it. It's a smaller, it's the mini trapper. If you want to see a comparison size, I've got this big trapper here, and I'm gonna show you this trapper too. You can see the difference in the size of them. I prefer the large trapper, but this is a great size knife. I love mini trappers, always have. I've got a few. I just bought one the other day, and I'm gonna show it off. Bought it at Johnny's, but yeah, these are great. These are great little knives, man, and I've had that thing for years. But I bought this one the other day. I found it on eBay. Paid $44, and it's Zytel, Z-Y-T-E-L. I guess that's how you pronounce it. You can see the handle of it, and it's a good got a good checkered finish on this handle material. This is Zytel, and it's got a good grip. I mean, you can grip it good. It's got the Case logo on it. Doesn't have a shield. I guess that you could say that was a shield, but stainless steel. The back spring, they're a dark color, and it don't have thinner on it. This is just stainless steel. And you can see the tang stamp. But I saw this thing. I've seen the stock ones before. I saw this one. I thought, I'm just gonna sit on this one for a while. So I put it on my watch list, and the guy came off of it. So I said, I'm gonna get this thing because it would make an excellent carry knife. Excellent. EDC, daily carry knife, whatever you want to call it. See, it's got the big clip point right here. Big old clip point. It's a nice knife, man. And I carry it in this sheath right here. Slide it right down in there, and it rides there. I don't have to worry about it being big and heavy in my pocket. So I got that going on today, y'all. This is another leather, which this is 4 ounce. I love this right here. And I buy these in 12 by 12 sheets, panels. I usually buy most of my leather in a big roll, like a whole side, but these are pretty expensive, so I get them in a low dose, as you'd want to say. But it works good. It's a good leather to work with. So I've got my sharpening. This is what I sharpen with when my knife needs a lot of work. Now I do use these. And a lot of people say, well, that ain't a knife sharpener. That's just a lazy man's way to sharpen a knife. No, it's not. This is just a touch up for your knife. You take your knife, if it needs a little touch up, just touch it up, come to the next one, the ceramic stone. It's easy peasy. Then you get your strop. Then you strop it. You don't have to use a stone every time. You don't have to use a stone every time. There is nothing wrong with these. It don't hurt your blade. I hear people, well, you know, get your blade, you know. No, it really don't. It really doesn't. They're just a good quick sharpener. I've got these things in my bags. I got them in here. I got one in my toolbox. And it's just a good way to do a quick sharpen. So, you know, nothing wrong with using these. But there is a time where you have to use a Arkansas stone. It's what you have to do. So, but there's a time for that too. Honing it with oil. It's just part of it. I've been using the little quick sharpeners for years. I've never harmed a knife. No knives have been harmed. So, anyway, got that. I got this, which I'm gonna give it to Bub. I found this old Camp King. I cleaned it up. It was pretty bad. I found it in an antique place. I can't remember where we were at, for $8. And I got it. It's still got some tiner on it. I'm gonna leave a little tiner on it. But it's sharp. I ran it through a little quick sharpener. So, you know, it's nice little carry knife. You want one? I'm gonna give it to Bubba. Let him use it. I don't know if y'all can see all the tubs over there. I keep all of my leatherworking materials in tubs. I've got tubs down here full of leather I've made, slips and stuff. I've got different things up there in those tubs. And it just keeps the dust out, y'all. It keeps the dust out. So that's just the way I do it. You know, everybody does their shops different. But so yeah, I'm at 17 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and 17. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. But I just want to tell y'all, God bless you. Y'all have there's a sticker board. I got stickers everywhere. I got this one. The guy I bought the house from left me this. He left me this skull. So I got stickers on that bad boy. So, you know, I enjoy my shop. There's my lawnmower. Just a neat place. I got my wood burning stove right here. And that bad boy will run you out of here in the winter time. But it's nice to come out here, you know, in the winter time and do leather. There's my sticker wall. I got a big sticker wall. Turkey beards, turkey fans. I got more turkey fans. I got turkey fans down here drying. So, yeah. Just some supplies back here. So, I enjoyed out here. It's great. It's a great shop. There's a house over there. Right there. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. And I'm going to get off of here. And y'all be safe out there. Be careful. The reason I always tell y'all to be safe, because I came up in safety. I worked in safety. Y'all be safe. Keep your blade sharp. Main thing is, in the world we live in now, keep your head on a swivel, y'all. God bless.